I will talk about the progress of the alliance, and as Paul mentioned, it is extremely important that we do a good job of marketing the technology, because it's not just good to have a great technology, it's also good to talk about it so that people know that there are benefits behind and that, well, something can be done. And if we look at the progress of Cherry, well, we see that we are still very early in the adoption phase, right? Research is there, we have proven the technology, it's good, but we need to get to the end users, and that means we need to have all the supply chain of electronic systems, including software and integration, to adopt the technology and to integrate it. So there's a lot of work to be done, and it won't happen magically. We need to convince them. We need to educate them about the benefits, about the possibility of doing that, about the technology, and get them excited about the prospect of a market that will be, interesting for them. And basically, the idea of having some kind of force to push behind is the idea of the Cherry Alliance, and that's why we're here. We see our members, they are on the display here, except one which signed recently. But basically, the idea is to aggregate the ecosystem to get everyone to help with this task of communicating about Cherry, but also making Cherry usable by engineers. It's great, we have plenty of material for PhDs, fantastic, but engineers, they need something that can be consumed fast because they have tight deadlines and they need to implement that. So we need to collaborate to make it easy for engineers to use the technology. So having building blocks, having fast way to find suppliers, to find elements that can be integrated into design, etc. So having this ecosystem formed will help the engineers to be more efficient and to design product faster. And also one thing, while talking about building blocks, software is one part of that, and that's also something that needs to be done to help engineers have something they can run on the devices that they use. And that's also the idea behind creating working groups to focus on open source software porting. And that's why it's also very, very helpful to have some engineering resources coming behind, and we'll hear about that with the hub. So it is really getting together and building these blocks together that will benefit the whole Cherry community and everyone. So that's really what we do. And well, the title of the talk is about the progress of the Cherry Alliance. So here you see the progress. In fact, we started formally the Cherry Alliance organization. It's a non-profit organization, so it's formed as a separate company, and it was formed really in February last year. We actually started to operate, the time to set up everything, etc. We started to operate really a few months later, but the official launch was almost 1 year ago. So you see the progress we've made. We have attracted a number of additional members. We have done a number of exhibitions, participated to Embedded World with a booth where we invited some members to demonstrate the technology and show that it's real to the industry. And we have also formed the structure of the alliance with the governing board and formed the working groups that are actually working on the different topics. We have been named as an official partner of the British government, which is great because that shows recognition of the work we do. And it is important to convince more and more organizations to join us. And now we also are taking over from the DSBD program the distribution of moral boards, and we'll also take some of the bits that have been developed here to build on top of that. And that's also why we decided to take the CHERITech name. CHERITech was the name of the conferences organized by the DSBD program, and we wanted to show the continuity and how we inherit from all the work that has been done before to popularize the technology. And of course, we'll continue with the idea of adding more members, because having more members means we are more visible, more more taken seriously by everyone. Also, having more members means more people who can participate in the working group, publishing things, and collaborating to that. So that means we can do more for the engineering community, etc. And one of the goals also of the Alliance is to extend the reach, because the DSBD program was great, but very UK centric, and of course it was financed by the British government, so well, it makes sense. But Cherry is a global technology, and it needs to be adopted by the industry everywhere. And the idea is that we need to talk outside of the UK, and we need to convince people everywhere. So that's why we have reached out to other people, and about half of our members are outside the UK now. But it is an effort that we continue, because we want to be relevant everywhere. And in fact, the global supply chain for semiconductor and electronic products is not just in the UK. So I've talked about that. Distribution of motherboards. So now we are in charge of distributing the motherboards, and we'll start soon distributing them. I talked about the working groups, and here you have the list of the current working groups. And of course, we want, if we have more members and more people to participate, we want to extend that. So some groups are focused on activity like marketing and reaching out externally. Some groups are focused on publishing recommendations, and that will help, for example, chip vendors to integrate Cherry in their chips at the system level. How does it look like? There are groups focused on how to collaborate on porting open source software. There are groups that focus on things like the certification program, where we will have a way to say, well, this is really a Cherry product, it really contains Cherry, so we put the stamp. So that's something we are developing at the moment. So basically everything that will help the industry be effective and efficient. And one of the things that we do is, of course, organize conferences. So this is a great way to connect the people, and that's part of our mission as well, connect the ecosystem, make sure that people work together, and we encourage them also to do business together, because that's a way to progress as well. So here we have 18 talks, 7 exhibitors, 5 posters, so that's a great setup, and we hope that future events will have even more people. We have, I think, 140 registrations, so it's good. Not everyone come at the same time, so they may come a bit later. And this is part of the things that we do to ensure that information is flowing, people know each other, and start working together. The next events. So this conference is live, face-to-face. We will have for the first time, we'll try that. We'll have a replay of the conference, so it will be online. And the idea is to reach out to other countries, other people who can't travel here. And it will be on the 4th of December, an online event. So basically, the speakers will come online on Zoom and will answer questions. The talks will be posted a few days before, so people will have time to watch the talks before, and we'll have question and answers live. So that's first time we try that. Hopefully it will be a success. If it is a success, then we'll do it for the next conference, the Cherry Blossoms conference in March. We'll do a replay event, the Cherry Blossoms Reloaded later on. But I want to advertise first for Cherry Blossoms. So if you can come to Cambridge in March, it will be a great event with plenty of surprises, hosted by University of Cambridge. So that will be great, the heart of Cherry, and that's a great opportunity to see the progress as well. Each time we have such an event, it's good because we see demos progressing, we see more and more things running, and it's a good opportunity to learn about that as well. So with that, I would like to thank you, and I'm just on time. So